Harvard. But he said, just imagine that you were going to be born 24 hours from now, and you had been granted this extraordinary power. You were given the right to determine the rules, the economic rules of the society that you were going to enter. And those rules were going to prevail for your lifetime and your children's lifetime and your grandchildren's lifetime. Now you've got this ability in this 24-hour period to make this decision as to the structure. But as in most of these genie-type questions, there's one hooker. You don't know whether you're going to be born black or white. You don't know whether you're going to be born male or female. You don't know whether you're going to be born bright or retarded. You don't know whether you're going to be born infirm or able-bodied. You don't know whether you're going to be born in the United States or Afghanistan. In other words, you're going to participate in 24 hours in what I call the Ovarian Lottery. You know, it's the most important event in which you'll ever participate. You know, it's going to determine way more than what school you go to, how hard you work, all kinds of things. You're going to get one ball drawn out of a barrel that probably contains 5.7 billion balls now, and that's you.
The glimmering cityscapes in a world filled with unprecedented wealth, where towering skyscrapers reach for the heavens and the hum of prosperity fills the air, lies a hidden reality that goes unnoticed by many. In the shadow of opulence, a different world thrives, one where the struggle for survival is a daily battle, and dreams are woven from threads of resilience. This is the story of poverty, a pervasive and enduring challenge that affects billions of lives across the globe. As we journey into the heart of this issue, we are confronted with the harsh reality of those who live in the margins of society. Poverty knows no borders, no boundaries, and it takes many forms. From the sprawling slums of overcrowded cities to the remote villages in forgotten corners of the world, it is an affliction that casts a long shadow. Today, more than ever before, more children live in extreme poverty than adults. 1 in 6 children in the world live in the most gut-wrenching, back-breaking, abject poverty you can imagine. 1 in 6. And their children. Poverty is not merely a lack of material wealth. For children, it is poor health, little to no education, poor housing, little to no access to clean water and sustainable foods, and no opportunity to change their circumstances. It is a systemic issue that permeates every aspect of life. It robs individuals of possibilities, hinders progress, and perpetuates inequality. According to UNICEF, 22,000 children die each day due to poverty. It's not that these people have fallen through the cracks in the system. It's that there is no system. The victims of poverty have no way to work their way out of these extreme situations. In the quiet corners of the world, it is the story of innocent souls trapped in a relentless grip of deprivation. Their daily life is a paradox, a juxtaposition of laughter and struggle. For many of them, childhood is intertwined with responsibility. They work alongside their families, their tiny hands contributing to the survival of those they hold dear. It's a life that demands maturity beyond their years. These are the faces of resilience and hope. Children who wake up each day to a reality that is far from the dreams of youth. They are the silent victims of a global challenge, a challenge that robs them of the opportunities many take for granted. Within the hearts of these children, dreams flicker like distant stars. They aspire to become doctors, teachers, artists, and explorers. Their dreams transcend the boundaries of poverty, illuminating a path to a brighter future. Though they face unimaginable challenges, their smiles remind us of the resilience of the human spirit. They are not defined by their circumstances, but by the strength and hope that reside within. In the face of adversity, these children living in poverty teach us the true essence of hope, perseverance, and the indomitable spirit of youth. A world where every alleyway tells a story, every worn-out face conceals a history, and every heart, no matter how weary, still beats with hope. Is it too late? Is there a solution? The answer to this question is multi-layered, but the simple answer is yes, there is a solution. God asks us to love one another as He loves us. There are over 2,000 verses in the Bible that talk about how we are to take care of the poor and the oppressed. But theology is never done in a vacuum. The World Bank says national governments and their development partners are all working to reduce poverty. The world's poor are more likely to be malnourished. They have less access to services like education, electricity, sanitation, and healthcare. And they are more vulnerable to conflict and climate change. Combating poverty is the topic of Chapter 3 of Agenda 21. It is also in Commitment 2 of the Copenhagen Declaration on Social Development. Agenda 21 emphasized that poverty is a complex, multi-dimensional problem with origins in both the national and international domains. No uniform solution can be found for global application. Rather, country-specific programs to tackle poverty and international efforts supporting national efforts, as well as the parallel process of creating a supportive international environment, are crucial for a solution to this problem. Chapter 2 of the Johannesburg Plan stressed that eradicating poverty is the greatest global challenge facing the world today and is an indispensable requirement for sustainable development, particularly for developing nations. As we bear witness to their stories, we must remember that these men, women, and children are not statistics or symbols of pity. They are individuals with dreams and aspirations, just like any other person in the world. But amidst the darkness, there is a glimmer of hope. Communities, organizations, and individuals are working tirelessly to uplift those in need. They build schools, provide clean water, and offer vocational training to break the cycle of poverty. The power of compassion and solidarity shines through as people from all walks of life come together to make a difference. By working with Microlend Australia, you can become part of a system that creates change. You can be part of something that gives these children, these people, these families, a chance to create a future for their children and their children's children for many generations to come. You will give them an opportunity to leave a legacy for their children that says, "You matter." When I brought you into this world, you did not know what your future would be. But someone I never met believed enough in me and what I could do so that you can be something I was not. You're sitting here today because you have the power to change the world. You have the power to give the next generation a chance to fight for something that should be inherently theirs. Hope for a better future. Charity is a humbling experience, and by donating, you will forever change the world for one person, again and again and again. You see, at Microlend Australia, we use your gift repeatedly through our donation model, which means long after you're gone, you will continue to change the lives of those less fortunate than you.
Hello friends in Australia, this is Sally from Gokwe. I'm just passing on a gratitude message to you all for supporting our ministry in Gokwe. We have done very well with the funds that we received from Australia. We have worked hard with HIV and AIDS, poverty alleviation, and we have done very well with the children especially. We have seen a decline in the HIV precedence among the rest of the population except the youth. We still to do more work among the youths to bring down the rate of infection.
As we conclude our exploration into the world of poverty, we are left with a profound question. What can each of us do to make a difference? The answer lies in our collective will to create a world where poverty becomes a distant memory, a world where every individual has the opportunity to thrive. In the face of adversity, we must remember that poverty is not an insurmountable obstacle, but a challenge that, with empathy, determination, and solidarity, we can overcome. This is the story of poverty, a story of struggle, hope, and the unbreakable human spirit. Be part of something greater. Microlend Australia. The big question is, are you one of those people that is willing to make a change? Do you want to be a part of something greater? Perhaps you envision a greater involvement of individuals in this cause. Are you open to rallying your friends and colleagues to join this effort? Does your company adopt a corporate social responsibility program? And have you considered involving your employer? Should the fight against poverty be a fundamental component of this initiative?